Do the intro. Do the intro.
Listen, I gotta do what Carl's part, right? There it is. All right. So
yeah.
Yes.
Go.
Be careful doing Carl's part. Just be yourself, man. But do Carl. But be yourself.
Yeah. Well, yep.
Was it live? Was it? I'm gonna chuckle now.
Live from New York. It's Saturday night.
No, it's all good. Guys, welcome to Friday. We got Super Game Reviews, dudes. I'm filling in. We're blessed you're here. Let's make this happen.
All right, how about a big round of applause, a big shout out in the live chat for Multicade Matt coming in hot with a super duper terrible intro. Thanks so much. It was the worst.
It's the worst.
It was the worst. Multicade Matt is not the only other guest star who's going to be joining our broadcast here in a couple minutes, but we had to go live. The people were waiting. And Mike, what have we learned since we started doing YouTube? You got to give
the people what they want.
Yeah.
And they were craving the Super Game Room dudes. They were rioting in the live chat. It was crazy. Rich Odello was banning and blocking people. They were getting out of hand. What's going on? Multicade Matt's here. What's up, Matt? How are you?
I'm golden, my friend. Just enjoy hanging out with you guys on Friday, and here we are.
All right.
Matt, we need you to go into your settings and mirror your settings. Unmirror your settings. You're all backwards.
Yeah. Click on the settings cogwheel.
Yes,
and
sir.
where it says video.
Mm-hmm.
Click on video where it says mirror camera toggle.
There it is.
There you go.
There
All right, there you go. All right, cool. Now you're not. Now the audience sees you as they normally would. How many of you guys are familiar with Multicade Matt? Let us know in the live chat. Maybe our moderators could share a link to his channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Sorry, Mike. I fell asleep, guys, after work.
It's the worst. I was telling Matt about it. P-Dubs is the worst.
and I had to wake up. I had 15 minutes to let the dogs out, make coffee, take some medicine, turn on everything, because we got to have this stuff on. If we have the stuff turned off,
P-Dubs, can you shut up for a second? Because we got a super chat here from Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, $4.99. What's up, my dudes? And Matt, love the customs you've made. Matt was actually showing me some of them before we got the show started, so that was pretty hot. And we've also got a friend of Matt's here that's joining. So P-Dubs, shut up for a second again, because we got Nerd Lounge Master joining us.
Yep.
What's going on, guys? Sorry for my tardiness. I'm fashionably late.
You're gonna have to speak up, Sonny. I can't hear you.
What microphone you using, buddy? Change your microphone.
What do you got?
Change my microphone.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's do this. But while I'm doing that,
It sounds like you're in a cartoon in a faraway land.
how is that?
Oh, that's better.
So much better.
My apologies. Fashionably late. I apologize.
Well, we asked you like right at the button because I've been waiting for P-Dubs to get back to me for like 2 hours. I'm like, oh, okay, so Chaotic's not coming on. Do you want to ask somebody else? And then he just never messaged me back because he was in Dreamland.
I was asleep at that time. Yeah. So we got Todd, Nerd Lounge Masters here as well. You might recognize these guys on the bottom of the screen here. They also host a weekly retro gaming podcast show called Arcades Anonymous. You guys want to tell people what that's all about?
Go ahead, Matt.
All right, fair enough. So we're on every Wednesday, 8 Central, and so most of the time we just cover a given topic, and so it's not really relatively news based. It's just what we're feeling, what we're playing, and then besides that, we have something unique. We call it JoJo's Corner, where G.I. Joel, his son, comes on and shows what he's playing toys wise, and so we run our own race, and we just enjoy hanging out with people and discussing, on the umbrella of arcades and games.
Yeah, how many hosts do you have on that show now? It's up to
32,
30, right?
32.
Yes, we
30.
continually add more. We continually add more.
Yeah, the rule is somebody fills in for somebody, and they just stay, right?
Yes. There you go.
But some of our community favorites, like Galaga Guy 88, Chaotic. We invited Chaotic to come on, but unfortunately he was working until 11 or so, something like that tonight. So Chaotic couldn't join. Galaga Guy 88. Who else you got on there?
We got G.I. Joel.
G.I. Joel. We love G.I. Joel.
Gamer Fridge.
Gamer Fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Show members. Nerd Lounge.
Oh, well,
Gamer Fridge.
it keeps growing. There's like 90 pages here. All right, we got PD.
That's roughly it.
Oh, PD7. Everyone knows who PD7 is. He's the master of the walk and talk.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
And the bad guy, Mike Worley, who's a very creative guy, and I like he also does another stream called Nostalgia Power, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
He does that with PD7, yeah.
Yeah, and they talk about like cartoons and stuff, right? So good stuff, man.
And we got a $2 super chat here from Quarterdeck Arcade. Happy to finally shut up, P-Dubs. Happy to finally catch a live stream. Thank you very much for the super chat.
So Mike has now been given permission to tell me to shut up every time a super chat comes in because we got to get to the super chat.
Yeah.
We can't let P-Dub just incessantly babble his way through these broadcasts when there's super chats waiting in the wings. Isn't that right, Mike?
Guys, there's also Restalgia's here as well. Here he is right here. This is the site Michael B. the Game Genie gets all his new content from. Restalgia's going by his God-given name here.
Oh, wow.
Tiny. I had to read that. Not everybody has that same problem. So, I got to get this coffee in me. All right, so we got the boys on. Some of you might be saying, "Where's Detroit Love and where's Restalgia?" So Detroit Love, what was he doing, Mike?
Detroit Love is currently sneaking across the border into Canada to go watch a movie with his son. And Restalgia, I don't know, he came up with some bullshit excuse. I think the boys are just tired of coming on the show with us. They don't love us like they used to.
No, that's not true, Mike.
Yeah.
That's not true. So yeah, Carl is partying it up in Canada. And then you know how Detroit Love gets. We go through this every summer with him, you know.
Yeah.
Once the leaves turn green and the grass turns green, it's hard to keep track of Carl. I mean, and now that the man has lost like 90 pounds.
Oh yeah.
He's living his best life. He is living his best life. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So good for Carl, right?
Yep.
So what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been up to before we dive into a couple show topics and stuff like that?
Go ahead, Todd.
Working my head off just like everybody else does. Now wrapped up the week. I'm ready for the weekend. So, other than that, really haven't had any projects or anything going on right now. Love to be doing something, just haven't gotten into anything right at the moment.
Okay. Well, we got to put the chat on the screen. We're getting ready to say hi to who's here in the live chat. I also want you guys to know to have your alcohol ready. We will be playing a drinking game every single time during this broadcast that Multicade Matt says the word "sir."
Ah! All right.
30
Will
32 times during before the show.
you will have to take a shot. You will have to take a shot. Now I've had Multicade Matt on my channel several times. And
Yes. Oh, sorry.
There it is. There it is.
take a shot.
There you go.
Take a shot. There you go. We're gonna get him hammered tonight. Multicade Matt, he's so polite. He's one of the nicest, politest guys I've met doing this YouTube stuff. But he always calls me sir. And I always tell him, stop calling me sir. But he's damn respectful. Todd, he's too respectful.
He does it on my show too, and you just love the guy. You know, I hung out with him in Cleveland, and we had a blast. And I think he called me sir like 20 times in Cleveland. So it's all good. Now,
this is funny here. I'm only here for Jason, the best mod in the biz. Thanks so much.
There you go.
That is true.
The one from Cyan, right above that, right here. So let me put that on the stream. Let me. I'll do it, Mike. I got it.
You're giving me performance anxiety.
Cyan spirits, sir, and awkward silences. I wasn't the originator of the awkward silences thing, was I? I remember I was busting your guys' balls. I was watching your live stream. And there were a lot of awkward pauses. There were a lot of awkward silences. But since then, it's become a thing.
Yeah.
I've noticed that when I was on and the other time that I've been there, there's a lot of, unbridled sexual tension between co-hosts. And I think that's what leads to the awkward silences.
Yep.
Oh, no comment.
Every joke I make is bad, Patrick Murphy. Every single joke. I'm just trying to have a good time, brother.
Now, one thing I was gonna do tonight, and I feel bad, but we're gonna do this maybe the next time Multicade Matt comes on, because this won't be the last time you guys see him. I was gonna add a little overlay to the stream. Again, I fell asleep after work, so I didn't have time to get ready for the show, and I'm gonna have a sir counter. Because I want to count how many times Multicade Matt says sir during the stream. But for tonight, though, guys, if you hear Multicade Matt say sir, you got to take a shot. Ain't that right, Matt?
Yes. Yes. All right, fair enough.
All right. So let's say hi to who's here in the live chat. If you want your shout outs, speak now or forever hold your peace. Let's see. Hollywood Polo is here. The Quarter K doing bumps in the live chat. PD7 walking and talking. Bobby1 ALU. You got JT Brunnick, Kevin Clausen. The Gamer Fridge is here as well. Chaotic BPR. The Quarter Deck Arcade. We also got Darren Kane. You got Patrick Murphy. You also got Tiny Cox. Restalgia's here in the live chat, guaranteed. James hates everything but secretly loves everybody. Paul Mindeman is here as well. You got Chris NXXW, Andy's Game Room, Marine 50. Johnny J is here as well. Billy Woods, nice. Marine 50, haven't seen Billy Woods in a while. JJ, John McGovern, Jeremy K. Got a whole crew of miscreants in our live chat here tonight, boys. It should be a wild show. Woo! Did that all in one breath, Mike.
Impressive.
You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
What are we going to talk about tonight, Mike, that we didn't talk about last night? God damn these alarms. Go ahead.
What are you having? Like a tornado warning? What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm just getting beeped. I don't know what it is.
Do you know that the Jersey Shore Family Vacation is currently in Arizona? Or at least on the show anyways. P-Dubs makes an appearance on the Jersey Shore Family Vacation Arizona edition.
Oh, man.
Really?
I couldn't stand that show when I was young.
Well, I'm watching it right now with my wife. I'm going back watching from the beginning. I'm just trying to spend more time with my wife and pay attention to her interests. It's either this or the Kardashians. I've made my choice.
Oh.
So, yeah, like you said, are we going to talk about anything we didn't talk about last night? Nope. It's going to be all regurgitation, baby, just with different faces and a different equation. No, let's talk about something new, something we didn't talk about last night. Let's start off with AtGames. We can't play the AtGames graphic anymore because, they keep trying to bring us down. But what we can do is say AtGames are doing stuff. So here we go.
Mike, to clarify, the way you said that, you implied that AtGames was the one preventing us from rolling our AtGames
No.
intro.
It's the license holder for the music that you use.
The music we were using is no longer copyright. It used to be copyright free music, and now it is. And here's what sucks as YouTubers and stuff. And this has happened to me several times over the last 4 years. And you guys on the bottom here, this might happen to you. Some of these music that's like YouTube free music and stuff, you use it, right? And you put it in your videos and stuff. And then one day, the person who gave YouTube the license to use the music for free universally for everybody, they decide to pull that, right? And then all your videos get dinged that have that goddamn song on it. And then they try to take away your monetization on all those videos, right? And then you got to go through the whole process of changing music, muting segments, trimming the song out. Just because you created some beautiful music doesn't mean you own it.
They don't care about that. Have you ever seen their intro? They work with Multicade Mike. There's about 15 wrestling videos in there. That's flagged like 100 times by the time they even get to the show.
Arcades Anonymous is so dirty, it's not allowed to be broadcast in 36 different countries due to the copyright claims. Isn't that right, boys?
So, anyways, something that's new as of today is AtGames did want to reiterate that the Legends HD devices are still going to be going strong. A lot of people have been making claims that AtGames aren't going to be doing anything for the Legends Pinball HD going forward, that we're in the decline stage on that piece of equipment. I've said I've heard differently. They intend to keep making them. I've kept saying that. Well, they put a post out today talking about the new games that are going to be coming soon. Natural History Pack 2 and 3 and the Rare Pinball Packs are coming in Legends HD Pinball. There's going to be more. The confusion once again is the Zen Pinball stuff is not going to be coming to the Legends Pinball. That's the big thing. And people get their back up about that because they think that means everything is going to be taken away. But AtGames fully intends anything they do with Magic Pixel, which is, a really close partner of theirs, is going to be available for both the 4K and the HD. So that's a news piece they put out today. I figured that'd be a good place to start. Maybe we could throw a little sand on the ashes of that fire.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that they're doing something with it. I'm an HD owner, and I'm just hoping that they will continue to bring me something until I'm ready to buy a 4KP.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's good to hear that they're doing something. I mean, I got to give them that. I got to give them the props for at least trying to reach out to the community and at least tell us they're doing something for us.
Agreed.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is, again, I'm going to reiterate this. What I was told was the 4KP is not meant as a replacement for the Legends Pinball HD.
Right.
More so, this is, and you got to be careful because people kept saying this about the gold version of the iArcade. This is meant to be the premium edition, and they were going to still continue offering the regular edition too. So they're still going to keep selling Legends Pinball HD. They contend the intention is one is the I don't know what you call it, the Mercedes-Benz, while the other is the Toyota. One's the economy version, the other is the more pristine version.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Drink. Everyone got a drink. You got a drink out there. He said it.
Irish coffee.
I did, yes. So, yeah. But I agree with Todd. The whole notion, like, I have an HD behind me, and then they haven't released anything in forever. And so right now, we just live on OTG most of the time because of that.
Yeah.
Are you happy with your Legends Pinball HD? I see you got some nice Star Wars artwork on it. Can we put you full screen? Can you slide over? We could take a look at that.
Yes.
Matt, do you agree with that?
I would agree. Yeah, I agree that. We put the graphics from the Buy Stuff guys.
Yeah.
And
so is it okay if we put you full screen?
Apparently so.
We don't need to ask.
I'm trying to intentionally get a specific answer from him.
I got you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Go ahead. So you were saying.
Oh,
the pinball.
Yeah, the pinball. Yeah, I enjoy my HD. We play it frequently. Under the umbrella of my family, we play mostly the Zen Star Wars tables, which is why it's wrapped in Star Wars. And so there's a friend of ours, and so myself and her name is Sue, and we battle basically raise the level based on high scores, and then we keep that on our I scored high score for the AA table. So yeah.
Yeah, they're always posting great scores on that. So a lot of great tables on it, and love seeing those scores come through.
Now, Mike, I think they actually gave us like a little schedule of what they got coming out for the HD.
Well, I didn't know if there was a schedule for the HD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
there
is.
was. Okay.
Yeah, let's take a look here, guys. So, people
right.
who, here we go. We're gonna dive in.
Breaking news. This is breaking news.
All right, guys. Whoa, there it goes. Is my screen flickering, or is that just me?
No, that's
Seeing it
flickering,
on
dude.
my end, yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, what about now?
Better.
Okay,
No,
it's
not
flickering.
better.
Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
Here, I'll see if I can find it.
I'm having all kinds of problems tonight. All right, is it still flickering?
Oh yeah,
Oh, Jesus Christ! What
it's
is
the
going
worst.
on?
It's almost like you fell asleep instead of getting ready.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell is going on here. Sorry about that, boys. We'll get this squared away.
I'm good at getting things up, so let me get it.
You're you're fantastic at sharing Facebook stuff on the internet.
I am. So anyways,
Mike, we
here
can't
go.
see that. We can't see that. You gotta zoom
For
in.
God's sakes!
Like, how can the viewers see that? You gotta zoom in. Zoom in.
How's
more.
that? Is that better?
No. Keep zooming in.
How's that?
All right. Can we get the muscle men flexing off the screen, Mike? Seriously, I don't know what you do when we're not live.
He shows me what's in his pants.
All right, here we go. All right, so they give us some release dates. So June 28th is the tentative release date for Natural History Pinball Pack 2. Then October 29th, Natural History Pinball Pack 3. December 17th, the Rare Pinball Pack and the Rare Game Pack. So now you're talking your Killer Instinct and Battletoads and the pinball games as well as the arcade games. And so yeah, these are our tentative release dates. So how are you feeling about this, Todd? And how are you guys feeling about this in the live chat? Are you guys excited that some games are finally coming to the HD because there's been so much focus on the 4K?
Yeah, I like this schedule. You know, they've spread it out. For some of us that, you know, we have to watch every penny we buy or every penny we spend, it's great that they kind of flexed it out for us. And I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to pick these up.
What about you, Multicade Matt?
Yes, sir. And the whole notion.
Oh, you said it again. That's 3 shots. 3 shots. Keep going, buddy.
All right, fair enough. All right. So I wish they were kind of flipped. Like I wish Rare was coming sooner.
I know.
But the Natural History, the first pack was gorgeous. So like, was it Ice Age was nice, and then Dinosaur Dynasty was good. So yeah, I enjoyed them. And then the way that certain characters like go across the screen, they were I would call them Zen-esque, right? So yes.
Yeah, they're great value Zen games. Zen-esque.
Mike, what are your thoughts on this? I got to switch which mouse I'm using. I think it's my mouse that's going.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Natural History and Pinball Pack was good, so I'm looking forward to see what they do with 2 and 3. Really excited for the rare packs. I don't want them to rush that because I'm so nervous about what these are. I mean, this is a really cool opportunity. They've got some good games lined up. Like I think I don't know exactly what the game lineup is. I think I was told at one point, but we know it's going to be like Killer Instinct and what is it? The Pirates game. What is it? Sea of Thieves and stuff like that. So they've got some really cool pinball packs coming out, the IPs, and I really want to see good releases. I don't want to see something jumbled, put together quickly. So take your time, do this right, because this could be a real, flag in the moon moment for AtGames if they do a really good job with these, because they've been putting out good pinball, but some of the stuff they've done with Magic Pixel, I think could be a little bit better. I love what they're doing, but I still think it could be a step above.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a relationship with the team over at AtGames anymore. I don't talk to them. Been a long time, almost a year. But if I did talk to them, I would be advocating and screaming that they make sure that these Killer Instinct and Battletoads pinball games. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. We actually talked about this a year ago, but I haven't brought it up since. These need to be 90s themed pinball games. I don't want these games to come out and they look like, the Dr. Seuss and the Zepcaria Deluxe games. And all we need are 2 flippers maybe a third in the upper level somewhere, like some 90s pinball machines, right? But it should be these are 90s themed arcade games. These need to be like a 90s style pinball game with the toys and the mechs on the tables and the plastic ramps, like not wire ramps, plastic ramps. Like they need to make these 90s style with the artwork and the music from the games. And I think these could be killer. If they go and make, hey guys, here's a Zakaria Deluxe 9,000 flippers Killer Instinct.
16 level Killer Instinct. You can't tell which level you're on. I hate the extra levels on the Zakaria Deluxe games.
It's gonna suck. So I mean, if you're gonna make a 90s arcade game into a pinball game, make it a 90s themed pinball game, right? Not a so hopefully they do that. Hopefully you guys who actually talk to them are in their ears saying, make it awesome. Don't make this weird 25 flippers on the goddamn table stuff.
And easy on the ramps too, right? They go ramp crazy.
Well, you can go ramp crazy. I mean, ramps aren't a bad thing for Killer Instinct because I think, obviously, one of the things Killer Instinct, the arcade game, is known for is like combos, right? So you want to have ramps in there, and you want to be able to like have combos and have different things. Like if I built it, like I would have different ramps, and then I would have something that's going to screw up the ramp every now and then because you got to have a combo breaker, right? So
yeah. All right, let's get some feedback from the live chat. JT says, I'd say something about the AtGames tables, but his comment is lagged. But there you go. Well played. I want a Dinosaur Dynasty sale so I can get an ALP 4K. Are you serious, Kevin? You're wanting Dinosaur Dynasty, my dude?
Kevin Clausen told me the two arcades that he is most looking at buying this year are the Dinosaur Dynasty ALP 4KP and the Iconic Arcade. He's working out some keen deals on Facebook Marketplace with a Canadian buyer for some of his items. I think he might get one super quick.
Yeah, definitely look forward to the new tables. There you go. Wagner's Tech Talk. Thanks so much for the tip about my graphics driver. I don't know. I switched mice and all of a sudden it's not randomly selecting stuff.
Oh, Wagner, I could talk to you about it too. I'm having some issues with my nothing else except for my Google Chrome browser is always glitching out for some reason.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that, I mean, as cool as it is that they're bringing those games to the platform, and supposedly they'll have ArcadeNet 2.0 by then, which when it comes to playing Killer Instinct online against each other, sounds interesting. How well is that going to work?
Yeah.
Are we going to be streaming the games, or is it peer-to-peer? Like, how is that going to work? We'll have to figure that out. Because right now, ArcadeNet is more of server-based, right? Like, you're streaming those games. Whereas, other, like Arcade1Up, when they do online stuff, it's like peer-to-peer, right?
Right.
So be interesting. Like, have they improved it where you could actually play a fighting game online against each other via streaming, or are they going to do peer-to-peer, right? We don't know. We have no idea what ArcadeNet 2.0 is going to be, but hopefully it's cool. I'm personally a little bit more excited about the pinball games than the arcade games coming out because it's brand new stuff based upon stuff we all liked growing up.
Correct.
And I don't want these tables to suck. Like if they come out, and I swear to God, if there are 30 flippers on these tables, I am going to flip out. Like it's just ridiculous.
Going back
to 90s themed pinball game. How hard is that? It's not hard.
I just hope it's good, and I hope it more closely resembles a real pinball table, like you know what I mean, compared to what they do with a lot of theirs. A lot of theirs don't really resemble a real pinball machine, so I'd like to see them more like a real pinball machine. That's what I'm going to die on that hill. I am excited about Killer Instinct coming to the AtGames Legends Ultimate. I will tell you why, because that's one of the games that you can't really add through coin ops or another way. So, I mean, this is one of the cool things. This is a game that no one else has been able to get through emulation. There's no other way to get this on your ALU except for this game pack. So that is something to celebrate here. AtGames are bringing a AAA arcade game to their platform that you can buy and add that can't be added any other way. So, cool.
Yeah.
It's true. because even the guys on PAX or Us for the iArcade, they can't get KI to work on the iArcade.
Right.
So hats off to AtGames as they can pull it off.
Oh, excuse me. And as much as I give AtGames crap about customer service issues and things like that, at least they're doing stuff. I mean, at least they're making announcements. They're communicating to their customers, and they've given out rollout schedules and things like that. Like the other company, like Arcade1Up. Mike, what's Arcade1Up gonna release this year? You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. Correction. Nobody else knows. But but nobody else knows besides Mike, right? No one else knows.
Yeah, not even Cyrus, just me.
Right. Right. Nobody knows. Whereas if someone came up to you genuinely and said, "What's AtGames doing or coming out this year?" You'd be like, "Well, they got this pinball game pack here, this pinball game pack here, this game pack here." Like you at least kind of know something, right? So I mean, kudos to AtGames.
AtGames are one thing I will say about AtGames. I really like. I mentioned this, like people complaining about the games having lag, like when they buy it. They are very forthcoming. Here are the games we're going to release. Here are the known issues with the game we're releasing. Like they tell everybody everything up front. So they're very good at getting the information out there. They're not trying to hide anything. There's nothing behind the closet or anything like that. No skeletons. Here it is. So it's a little fascinating to me that the game they told you would have lag. People are like, "Oh my God, it has lag." And I was like, did you not read?
All right, here you go, Mike.
Shut up for a second, P-Dubs. Anyways, happy to see Michael B got his 4K P2. Enjoyed your stream of Attack from Mars this week. Thank you very much, Wagner. Believe me, I thought of you, buddy, when I was plugging in my topper on my ALP 4KP. I thought of you quite a bit, and your little head popping up over to try to get the plug in.
Do you remember when we were busting his balls for being so short, trying to get to the top of his pinball machine?
You know that son of a gun's got 12 billion on Attack from Mars. I got to try to catch up to him.
Mike, did you do all the proper disclosures about the pinball machine?
I did do the disclosures. I didn't do it on this stream. I don't know how that works. Do I have to say it every time we talk about AtGames and stuff like that?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, so AtGames sent me out the ALP 4KP for the purpose of review. So heads up.
Yeah. So that $15 from Wagner, I'm gonna keep that because you got your pinball well, you got your pinball machine for free. I paid for mine, Mike. So I'm gonna keep that $15. And John, if you want to keep sending money to help me pay off this pinball machine, I greatly appreciate it, my friend.
All right. Thumper Squid, if you're wondering why that's happening, that's a joke from last night. We did a stream last night. You got to watch all the content. It's kind of like Corner Kid. You know how he streams 15 times a week? If you miss one of our shows, you're going to miss some of our inside jokes, man.
Yeah. Yep. John, another $15 would really make my day. I mean, that'll help pay for 0.01% of my 4KP pinball machine. Seriously, John, you can afford it. So, all right, guys, let's continue on with the show. So, what else is there to talk about with AtGames, Mike?
Well, they released Attack from Mars this week. We did talk about it a little bit. We talked about whether or not they should keep going. We did a poll on my show last night where we talked about whether or not AtGames should keep releasing the Zen Studios games. And surprisingly, I think it was 69% of people said no, they should hold off from releasing new game packs until they get the lag issue worked out. 31% said no, just keep going. For me, I mean, I don't really think they need to hold off from releasing the new game packs. Release them. They're telling people there's lag up front. I really like Attack from Mars. I don't give a shit. So I disagree with the poll, but, it is what it is. If they want... here's the thing. Most of the people complaining don't even have an ALP 4KP. That's the funny thing.
All right. I guess what? I got to hear Matt. The guys on the bottom row. I need a fresh opinion. What do you guys...
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, based on what I do for a living, it's always best to mitigate bugs before they're released, right? And so maybe their mindset is negative press is still press. So I don't know.
No. I have to agree with Michael B. I mean, bring them out. we know they're going to fix them. We know AtGames has never been one to just shy away from fixing something. Go ahead and release them. We know you're going to fix the lag, and let us enjoy what we want to enjoy. I have no problem with it. I trust AtGames at this point. We've been part of their community for a while now. I trust them that they're going to fix it. So,
are they 100? Is it you're 100% definite positive it's going to get fixed?
I believe in them. I would not keep buying their products if I did not believe that they were going to come out and fix this stuff. So, release the games. Just
I mean, you're not worried at all that they said, hey, we've got as far as we can between our own engineers and Zen Studios people, that now we're going to reach out to Google and Epic to try and help get their expertise on possibly fixing this issue. I mean, it's a little scary. It's a little scary as an owner. It sounds like we're you're confident it's going to be fixed no matter what.
Well, I don't know. I'm not confident it's going to be fixed. I know they're trying everything they can. From what we understand, there's a handshake issue because these were developed within the Epic game engine and the Google Play Store. So they need to go back and they need to figure out that handshake issue. This is very much similar to what happened with Mutant Football League in the iArcade. So let's hope it works. There's no definitives here, but they're doing everything they can to try to fix it. And the difference is you take a look at the games that Magic Pixel made, and those were made specifically for the 4KP and the AtGames infrastructure. These were ported, so maybe they need to do something totally different. I don't know. But right now, I'll say it, Molar Medic says this: free machines make lag feel non-existent. There's lag. I never said there wasn't lag.
Yeah.
I've been very clear. Even AtGames says they're lag. So no one's saying there's no lag. But what I'm saying is some people are still buying them and enjoying them. So I don't know what to tell you. I bought all my games. I got the ALP 4KP sent to me for review, but I've spent $600 on games for this, $600 Canadian. So I'm
that is true.
I am putting the money in. I bought all the games myself.
Yep. That is. Jesus Christ, your cat is taking a dump all over your office.
These fucking cats are the worst. One of them's really sick, actually. So.
Well, now that we have a different group of people here tonight watching this particular broadcast, guys, I put a poll in the live chat. Do you think the Zen games, should they slow down, stop releasing them until this issue goes away? Because it's present on every single game that they've released so far. Should they just stop releasing them until they figure it out? Or are you okay with buying them with potentially, hey, it'll get fixed down the road? I mean, guys, let's be honest, and I'm not trying to influence the poll. I'm just telling you honestly, there is no 100% way that they can absolutely guarantee that this problem is going to be resolved, because they would have said so otherwise. So, we're spending money on software that it could work great down the road. I mean, some of it's playable, some of it's not. Depends on the user. Todd, what are you thinking, man? Should they wait? Or just are you sure? Because you said they should keep pumping them out. Are you sure?
I'm sure. I stand by what I'm saying. I think that AtGames, I know that it's not going to be perfect, but at the same time, I have faith in their abilities, and I believe that they can eventually get to a point where at least everybody may be satisfied, not satisfied. I know there's people in the group that are very particular, but for somebody like me and my good friend Chaotic, he's been playing his new 4KP, loves the machine, and he knows that there's lag in it, but he doesn't have any issues with it. He loves the machine the way it is, and he knows that they're going to get it fixed.
Yeah, it's like a 50-50 split out there in the AtGames community. It was so funny. I was in the officially unofficial AtGames Facebook group. Attack from Mars went live, and immediately people started posting. And half the people said, hey, I got it. I think it plays great. And then the other half were like, this lag is unbearable. There's no
How many of them had the machine?
They all had the machine, Mike.
Prove it to me.
Wait, you're telling me, Mike, that if people complain there's lag, they don't own the machine?
No. I'm 100% sure there's people out there that didn't buy the machine and are the first ones to complain. Lag, AtGames is all lag. I'm telling you, community's fucked. I don't know what to tell you, man.
That's a terrible accusation. Like, come on now.
I'm serious. They do it with Arcade1Ups too. Bet you the game is shit. I just hate everything. It's like
Mike,
Yeah.
these were people saying, I downloaded the game, I played it.
That's fair.
I thought the lag was unbearable. And then the other half of the people were saying, I downloaded the game, I thought it was playable.
Anybody who bought it and feels that they can't play it, 100% valid.
Yeah.
Post it everywhere. That's your opinion. Absolutely fine.
Yep. All right. So, wow, massive $20 super chat here from Molar Medic. Here, P-Dubs. Sorry, my super chat was
That's not what he said in my supper chat.
My supper chat was lagged.
My supper chat. That's his supper chat. He chats during dinner.
There you go. Yeah, and keep in mind, they said the Zen lead designer did an interview with Wagner's Tech Talk and said, we hope to fix it.
Hopes.
Not, you know, because, so, I mean, what can you say, man? So there you go. Another $2 from Molar Medic. Holy cow, what's he saying here? So much lag, my super chat was spelt supper. There you go. Carl O is right here. Carl, he's a big AtGames guy. He says he thinks it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but he's scoring higher playing the games natively versus OTG Zen. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah,
man. I just want the viewer's honest opinion. That's all I want. Go ahead.
Yeah, like even with your HDs, like if you play anything, you're going to be using with the HDs. Most people are using Joy to Key, and I've always found Zen has had just like a weird little bit of flipper lag with Joy to Key when you're playing through your PC on OTG. So I know that when Wagner set up the 4K and trying to do OTG with that, he even told people, he said, don't even use Joy to Key. He said there was another program that, but like I'm cheap, so I refuse to pay for it. You got to pay for this one. It's like Xpatter or something like that. So, and that's a little bit better than Joy to Key, right?
Yeah. Chaotic, you're supposed to be working, dude. Are you watching the show while you're working?
I don't know what's going on. He's like, I can't make it.
He's sitting in the kitchen right now, texting us in between orders. That's what's going on right now.
So I will say I find Addams Family harder to play than Attack from Mars, and it might just be my familiarity with the game with Attack from Mars, but with Attack from Mars, I can, I can save balls. If I know something's going a certain way, I can save it. My reaction time is relatively quick. I can play like I'm supposed to play. But with Addams Family's a crapshoot, man. Like I find myself, like even when the ball's moving, like up around the top flippers and the side flipper, I miss it most of the time because I almost need ESP to play. I find Addams Family's a lot worse than Attack from Mars.
So Michael B, I'm gonna have to take back my comment about you accusing people who don't even own these products of spreading a false narrative, because right here the cornercade is saying the lag is unbearable, and we all know damn well the cornercade does not own.
No.
Yeah.
And the
we
only
can't stand for this lag.
And the only time there is acceptable lag in the home arcade community, it's the time duration between cornercade live streams. Usually, the bigger lag, the better, right, Mike? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. All right, so let's end the poll here. It's about 58% of the viewers say they should wait until they fix this whole issue, and 42% said no. Basically, keep them coming, keep releasing the games. So thanks so much for voting in the live chat, guys. I greatly appreciate it.
I will say the other thing for owners, it is pretty neat to have like a weekly game schedule, something to look forward to every week. It's one of the things I really miss about the iArcade. Like most of the times the games were terrible, but at least we had something to look forward to every week, every Friday, like a new game coming out. So I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, I'm not getting these games for free. I'm paying for them. I was over excited that Attack from Mars was only going to be $5. So I got both Star Trek and Attack from Mars, and I've been having a blast with Attack from Mars so far.
Yeah. All right, Mike, anything else from AtGames, or does that cover it?
I think that's it this week. We, we do have a calendar in effect for AtGames for the rest of the month. We've got Twilight Zone. It's Next Generation coming up next Wednesday, Twilight Zone the week after that, and Godzilla vs. Kong towards the end of the month. And then, of course, we've got another Legends 4K and HD sale, so maybe some of the games will go on sale again, some HD accessories and stuff like that at the end of the month, and a big update coming up at the end of the month as well. Hopefully they make some progress on the flipper lag, but I think that's going to be more of a longer term thing with Zen, especially now working, with the guys from Google and Epic Games. So,
Yes. Oh, this is on this given topic. Would you guys pay a nominal fee to get the new UI interface for the HD pinball? Because
yeah, that new interface is really nice.
It's gorgeous, but then you look at this; it's a train wreck.
Yeah, didn't we talk about that on our show a little bit? I think
a little bit. I think
yeah,
it was.
we didn't
Look at the shameless plug. Look at the shameless plug.
It was Todd.
Oh, anyway, no, I honestly think that if they would give us an opportunity, I would be there. Yeah.
Yep. Because if we have guests over, I just leave it on one table because people can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, they have the beta. What is that called? It's like a beta of the new user interface.
Easy something, yeah.
Easy mode is what they call it. And I had that on this machine for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think it's still there because it goes on your flash drive,
right?
And then you choose whether or not you actually want to use that interface.
Mm-hmm.
And it was okay. It was okay, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this machine can handle that user interface. I mean, they gotta have like some interactive menus and things happening on the 4K. Like, I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe just suck it up and just enjoy what you got.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I really don't have a good answer for you. I don't know. I don't think this machine is going to be able to handle all that's happening on the 4K.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm trying to remember too, because AtGames they say they were going to do these things, and then they
They do have a working version of a very similar UI, because it was supposed to be for the commercial devices that was going to be integrated on the ALU HD.
Yeah, but wasn't that the easy mode that you can do on this machine?
I don't know, man. I can't remember.
Because AtGames, it's crazy. They say, hey, we're going to do like upgrade boards and stuff, and then they take it away.
Yeah.
And they throw a shit ton of information at you, and then it completely changes. You know what I mean? Like, I honestly can't remember what they said about the user interface, if that had to be part of an upgrade board or if it's something that could be downloaded and run separately. It was so long ago. But yeah.
So worst Jago really quickly. Yeah, I think I am keeping it because I've got the ALU back box, the buy stuff back box on it, and it's got that big DMD. So it's really cool for playing like vintage 90s games. Like when I play like Elvira Scared Stiff through VPX, like I got that huge DMD there. So yeah, that was my intention to keep it. We'll see how things go. I mean, like I was talking to Matt before we got the show started, like, you know, I only got so much room, so like something new comes, something's got to go out. So yeah, we'll see. Right now, I've got room for it. I don't think I'll be able to sell it. In fact, I know I won't be able to sell it for a reasonable price, like especially since I spent $800 Canadian on the back box alone. Yeah. So I know I'm not going to get a good return on it selling it. So I'm not in a rush to move it out right now because it does perform a pretty cool function for me. And right now I'm just having fun playing the stuff native to the ALP 4KP right now. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good way we could kind of put a pin in the AtGames stuff. Fantastic, quick topic. How many of you out there own an AtGames Legends Pinball HD? Would you keep it? Like, did you get a 4K and sell yours, or did you keep yours? Are you keeping them both? Todd, do you have a ALP HD?
Yes, it's right behind me. Obviously, it's not turned on. But
so I want to hear from you two first. Say you guys decide to buy an ALP 4K, whether it's a different skin in the future. What are you going to keep both machines? Are you going to sell one? What are you going to do? Let me know.
Go ahead, Matt, if you want to. I know we've talked about this backstage as well. So
I would like to keep both of them because there's
You would
times in
keep
our
both. Okay.
yes, sir. Because the gist of like we're
You missed
like,
it.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
There you go. Another shot. Another shot. We're at 6 shots tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
So like there's times when we're taking turns, and so if two people could play at the same time the same game when we're trying to have like score battles, it would be nice. Yes, sir.
Okay.
yeah, I would keep mine. I'm waiting for the
Wow.
right skin, but yeah, I would keep mine. My daughter loves the HD, and yeah, I don't think I would part with it. I probably would reskin it and do a lot more mods to it than I have. Mine is pretty stock. I really haven't done anything to it. So if I got a 4KP, I would probably just mod the heck out of this one.
What about and Mike? You're going to keep both?
Well, for the time being, right now, which we're going to talk about in a little while, like the next big thing I was planning on purchasing, other than trying to save up to get a new Stern pinball machine, which really hard. But I was looking at, what was going on with New Wave Toys, and if it was what I thought it was going to be, my plan was that's the next thing I was going to buy. So now I don't know if I'm going to get it. So I don't know if I'll need the space. So yeah, like if I don't need the space, I'll just keep it because I'm not in a rush to lose money on this pinball I've put so much time and effort into, and I still really like.
Yeah, so like mine back here, I have the Cleveland software solenoids. I got the buy stuff or artwork on it. I got new pinball legs. I got the buy stuff back box. I got a PC underneath it that's already set up and configured to run FX3. I haven't put at Pinball FX or Pinball M on that PC yet. Now that I think about it, but it's got all the FX3. It's got the VPX, some future pinball stuff. This thing is also got the surround sound stuff. Like this thing is fully loaded and pimped out, and also it's got my Cubert's Quest artwork on it. I just don't see myself getting rid of it. Like
Sentimental,
I think I'm gonna keep this thing in the corner over there until I desperately need that space. When it comes to the ALP, I would probably sell like a ALP 4K before I sold this thing because this thing's more of a OTG machine now. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Like if I want to play the native stock games, whatever word you want to say, I'll play them on the Addams Family because it does run the Taito games and all that beautifully. Let's not.
Oh yeah, like Magic Pixel, Taito, all that software is really good. There's not a problem with the machine; it's a problem with specific software.
And then, so if I want to play like the native games, I'll play them on the Addams Family. But like this now is just for OTG stuff. And technically, I could do the OTG on the Addams Family, but I just can't get rid of this thing, man. I think a lot of us have put so much time and money into these machines. Plus, think about it. I'll never get my money back for what I've put into this thing.
No.
There's a couple grand worth of stuff in this thing, right? And if I put this thing on the market, someone's going to be like, "Hey, man, I'll give you $200." Oh wait, and I love it too. They won't even try to negotiate. They'll send you a message and say $200. What's your address? That's I'm on my way.
My favorite is when they give you a super low ball off and they're like cash in hand. And I was like, "What do you mean cash in hand? Did you think I had a financing option?"
Yeah. So I just don't see myself. There's too much emotions for me to get rid of this thing yet, but. It's great hearing from our viewers in the chat. Some people sold theirs. We saw in our live chat. Some people kept them both. So it's cool to hear that feedback from everybody. I'm actually surprised all 4 of us are keeping ours. I was hoping one of us was going to say, "I'm selling. Sell.
All right, guys, time to move on. That's enough of that. We're 54 minutes in, and we've talked about AtGames. That's it.
All right. Well, continuing on with the pinball talk, how about Zen Studios? We got a lot of games coming out very, very soon.
Yeah.
Very, very soon. You got Xena, Knight Rider. You got their Universal Battlestar Galactica coming out very, very soon. Pacific Rim Pinball. They have, what's the new Pinball M table, Mike? It's Pacific Rim?
Texas Chainsaw.
That's it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out as well. Do you guys hear some really high-pitched squeak?
It's like a cricket.
It's a squirrel!
It might be me.
Oh, and what I found interesting is they're going to let everyone, the minute you see that new soccer game go up, you can get it for free. What is that soccer game? It's like a old Zen Studios soccer game. I don't think I ever
World
played
Cup?
that one.
No,
not
it's
World Cup.
Soccer Superliga or Football Superliga.
Yeah, Football Super League is coming out as well. So yeah, you'll be able to get that game for free. So that actually looks kind of fun. But I don't know, nothing can top World Cup Soccer. That's a great game. You
Okay.
guys like World Cup Soccer?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I may or may not have access to these pinball games already.
Mike, you're not the only one. Stop trying to act like you're a big shot.
I'm a really big shot. P-Dubs gets really mad. He's like, why did they send it to you? Why not
No,
me?
that's not true. Here it is. Super Football League. Yeah, this is the one right here. So you'll see this go on the all platforms: Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, Epic,
Awesome.
but I think it's limited. Like you have to download it within 7 days or something. I got to go back and read the email they sent me, but you get to play this game for free, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, they did send a whole bunch of content creators all the new games, including Xena. And there's embargoes in place and stuff like that, but I think, what can we say that wouldn't break embargo, Mike? I think
They sent it to me because I'm a really big deal.
I think people are going to be happy with all these new games coming out by Zen Studios, despite everything else happening in their AtGames universe. They're still killing it when it comes to other stuff, right?
Agreed.
Yeah. So does anybody else feel like they've priced themselves out of the market with Football Super League? Like, I just don't see
It's
anybody
free.
really paying that for that game.
Yeah. It's free. It's free. No, Muller, I have them. Calm down. I have them. I was just trying to put Mike in check because he's like, well, I got these games. All right, so look forward to content on those. So that's what's going on with Zen Studios. Mike, what is going on with? Oh, you put Arcade1Up here. Is there something going on with Arcade1Up?
Yeah, the Golden Tee made it into people's hands. Golden Tee Deluxe. James Hates Everything did a review yesterday. I was fascinated. He got it yesterday and had a review out yesterday the same day. Like, I don't even get them built the first day. I don't know how he got a review done, but everybody, if you want to go see James
This guy?
Hates Everything,
Yeah, that guy.
I don't need to watch his review. It says he hates everything, so he probably hated it. Right?
He does not like it. But anyways, and Danny said in the chat earlier that he's got some breaking news on Golden Tee at Best Buy. I don't know if it's actually breaking news or not. I was told by Arcade1Up a couple days ago because I asked what the hell's going on with the Best Buy thing. There's a technical error. They're working it out. So they are going to go back at Best Buy. But for the people waiting right now, you can get them from Wayfair, you can get them from Kohl's, get some Kohl's cash, and they are coming out from people. James got his from Nebraska Furniture Mart. So they are out there at retailers. Go get your Golden Tees.
Yes. I did notice something with James' review because I did catch it earlier today. Let me find the part right here. My Arcade1Up. All right, watch his hand here. Boom! Look at that! Oh, God! Did you see that? My Arcade1Up Golden Tee XL, which is in pieces in the garage. This never happened because it was an XL size cabinet. But look at this right here. That just ruined it for me, James. I love you, James, but that ruined him. And he actually does a few hits here and he keeps hitting the screen. Holy cow. That's the problem with it being a smaller machine, right? Like the deluxe size. It was a fantastic review if you guys check it out. James did it really cool the way he was talking and then switching to shots of whatever he was talking about. It was a very enjoyable, and it was what I like to call easy listening. It was an easy listening. It was like an easy listening, type review, right? It was a very good review. Make sure you guys check it out. But
from now on, every single review he does, he has to hit the screen, open palm, like bah!
Yeah. But man, when I saw this earlier, and he just whack-a-dude. I mean, he whack-a-dude.
That bee is such a wackadoo.
When he whack-a-dude. Now watch this on the second. Oh, right there.
He's gonna break his fingers, man.
He's gonna break a finger. He's gonna have minimum. He's gonna chip a nail. I mean, something bad is it's like something's gonna happen. He's gonna turn on his Golden Tee and say, "Why doesn't my monitor work anymore?"
Yeah.
But there you go. James, can you give me some thoughts? Do you feel you have enough room to play this game? Well, Pete, let's go back. We got James live right here on screen. Let's go back. Let's go back to James. Well, P-Dubs, I agree with you completely. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts about it? James, we should have had James come on to let us know. James, I got to tell you, man, I didn't like seeing your hand smacking that screen. You got to let me know. He bought the service plan. I mean, he's going to break a finger, a nail, or his monitor. At least something's going to happen there, right?
Yeah.
But
it looks gorgeous, but this game is the perfect example of why the projector cade would be fantastic for Golden Tee.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah.
Enough of that.
What happened? Did he hit it again?
No, Matt, projector cade.
Yeah.
No, projector cade hype here.
Matt, come on, Matt.
We're gonna talk about a portable Golden Tee or a Golden Tee device that would be perfect maybe a little while later. But the projector cade, that's not the model that will be perfect for Golden Tee. On that $15 IKEA stand, they've got it on there. The projector cade is not a Golden Tee device.
But guys, make sure you do me a favor, guys. I want to make sure James gets the views and the likes. Go watch his video. And make sure you hang around the 6-minute mark, starting around the 6-minute mark, and make sure you watch him judo chop his Arcade1Up Golden Tee Deluxe. I mean, I'll be honest, James. Oh, that just scares the holy hell out of me that there's just that little bit of room. It really does.
You don't need to hit the ball that hard to do a good shot. You just gotta slide, but you don't need to. Yeah.
James hates everything, including trackballs, because he wants to murder this one. I'm wondering if, because the Golden Tee XL, Mike, I would swear has a bigger control panel, like more space between the control panel and the monitor. Right?
It certainly feels like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember ever hitting the monitor. Maybe twice when my thing was working.
James is beating that cab like it owes him money.
James is like, "Where's my money? Where's my money?" James is owning this thing. So yeah, the whole cab flinched. Look at this, Chris. The whole cab flinched. James, you gotta come. Here's what I want you to do, James. I want you to do a short where you come in a white T-shirt, like a white T-shirt that. Come in. My dinner's not ready.
Wife beater in the wife beater.
Well, Mike, I didn't want to say that term. I mean,
that's true. Sorry, the tank.
Wear a white tank top. Come in. My dinner's not ready. Dishes aren't done. Go smack the trackball.
I will tell you. Obviously, where this trumps for people looking at buying either the XL or the Deluxe. I mean, the screen on this one is night and day. The screen on the XL is really a problem, especially with the angle the screen's at. The darkening or whatever you want to call it on the TN monitor, because of the angle the screen's at, makes it really hard to get a good view while playing. Like there always seems to be some kind of washout, discoloration. So this fixes that problem. The difference is it's smaller, which might not be a negative for some, because some people, they don't want to get the XLs because they're crazy, bunch of wackadoos, but they want to keep their 3/4 scale arcade. So yeah, that's an option for some people. But we got lots more Golden Tee coming in the year, so we'll talk about that in a bit.
Cool.
Yeah. Here we go. Mike, you want to take care of this? I've been talking a lot tonight.
$5 super chat. Shut up, P-Dubs. In all seriousness, I play it rough on purpose. I hit the monitor on the real thing, too. Most of the time, I use the 2-thumb technique. I've done that with my wife. She doesn't really like that one.
There you go.
Thanks for the super chat, James.
James, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, and we'll make sure dinner's ready when you get home, buddy. Anything else going on with Arcade1Up? Yeah, guys, go check out James' review. Help him out. He's a good guy.
Yeah, really nice guy. Good watch too. I can't believe he got that review done that quick. So, anyways, the only other thing going on with Arcade1Up right now, worth noting, is they're doing a Mother's Day sale. So they've got $50 off Pac-Man Deluxe. Hopefully we get some new releases from them soon, something to talk about. The stuff they're doing, this is the first releases now for the year, actually came out. X-Men 97 is in people's hands now. Golden Tee's in people's hands, and we'll see what comes up in... I think, the next time Arcade1Up really comes up with stuff is around September, October, so we'll see what comes up in the fourth quarter. Hopefully they've got something exciting for the people that are wanting that. Otherwise, from what I hear, I mean, these are selling pretty well. So, Arcade1Up keeps trucking along, even though they're not doing what the core community wants. And hopefully, eventually, they get lucky with a retailer and bring some cool shit out. There is still rumors about what the XL is going to be at Costco. We know there is going to be an XL. James has some... He did a stream last week. I don't know what the point of it was. It was like that Billy Madison scene. I was like, again, I mentioned it last night to Danny as a joke, but like I watched the stream and I was like, so what does this mean? And he was like, means nothing. So we don't know what's happening. Of course, if it's a Miss Pac-Man, that's exciting. Because I treat these like one game cab, even though I already have an XL Pac-Man, I would still want an XL Miss Pac-Man. I would be more interested in that than the other rumor I heard, which is another XL Golden Tee. But the benefit of the XL Golden Tee is you get a better screen because it's going to have that BOE monitor instead of TN. So there you go.
So, fellas, Matt and Todd, where are you guys at with this Arcade1Up company? People come here every week. They hear our opinions, but what are some fresh opinions from you guys? Are you feeling good about this company? Or are you no longer a fan of this company? One of you, tell me something.
Go ahead, Ty.
I enjoy following the company and still buying their products. I'm running out of space because I got tons of 3/4, but I keep following them and expecting more from them. And then as far as I don't know. I want to buy more from them, but it's like I don't really have any options because they're not really giving me what I want. And I guess maybe one day they'll figure it out. But am I going to continue to be a fan? Yeah, I'm going to keep following them, and hopefully they'll come out with something that I really, really want. But right now, I'm maxed out. I mean, this room is full. I got a whole storage unit full of them.
See, that's not good, man. You got to get rid of that storage unit. What do you need a storage unit for?
I have space, but I don't have space, if that makes sense. And you should know, I have a hard time letting go of them.
I do too.
It's like one of those things that I would rather have space and play them and enjoy them. Yeah. And it's just hard for me to let go. I sold 5 when I moved, and that was hard enough. So
even when I knew I was losing my arcade, I kept convincing myself I could still keep like a bunch of them. And eventually that never came true. And I eventually took all the space back. And I really regret, selling my Tron. I really regret selling my Star Wars. Those are two that I regret selling. Yeah. I managed to get a, cheaper Dragon's Lair back, but no luck on Star Wars, no luck on Tron. And those are two I really wish I still had.
Yeah, I mean, even Cornercade right here, Cornercade, the biggest cheerleader for Arcade1Up, has lost the faith. And Mike, rumor has it, he put all of them up on sale and offer up today.
Wow!
And he's going to put a down payment on a Stern pinball machine once he sells them all.
He's big into pinball now.
He might be able to pay off half the pinball machine, isn't that right?
Yeah. So. Yeah, they even if you have a lot, they will not buy a pinball machine. Trust me.
No. You could sell 20 Arcade1Ups and you still wouldn't have.
You're still at about 50%.
And that's because, let's be honest, guys, pinball prices are
stupid expensive. Expensive.
Garbage. Yeah. There's no freaking reason a pinball machine should cost $10,000. It's freaking ridiculous. But yeah, there you go. There you go. It's going to be the pinball-cade or the lone pinball in the corner-cade. That's all it's going to be. All right, let's get off there. Stop trying to steal attention away from our guests, Danny.
Yeah, so just really quickly with Arcade1Up, I think we're all on the same mindset. We still really like them. We hope the best for the company. Well, except for you, P-Dubs, because
No. Well, that's funny too because they say, oh man, it's so funny hearing drama channels talk. But for instance, I still have in my house, I still have 10 Arcade1Ups, and they're all in my loft. And because they all look nice next to each other compared to like all this stuff, right? And most of them I don't see myself getting rid of yet because I like them. I got like the Star Wars one, I got the Ridge Racer one that's been modded, I got the T2 one that's been modded. You know what I mean? Like there's some that my Dungeons and Dragons custom multicade, like there's a few of them that I'll probably keep. The Dragon's Lair, although it has that audio sync issue where the audio's off by like.
Can you actually get far enough to notice the audio sync? Tell the truth.
Well, I am not great at Dragon's Lair, but I'll play it. I'll turn it on, play it, die, turn it back off. You know, but it's fun.
The audio sync is later in the game, much farther than you can get.
You know, and then no, I thought it was off the whole time. I thought it was off the whole time.
No.
Oh, well, I must be off because I just suck at the game, but it's fun to play. I do like Dragon's Lair 2. You could actually like redo it where it's not random.
Yeah.
And then it becomes more memorization.
Yes.
So
Mike, I know, Mike, you want to tell me to shut up. I know it. I just want to say I like playing Dragon's Lair 2 more than 1 because I like being able to play it in order. Does that make sense? Like I get further in the game than I do because Dragon's Lair 1, it just randomizes, right? It goes crazy on you and it's like, what level am I in now? So
you can sort of control what you're doing when you know, like it's all about the elevator stage, like where to get off. That's how you get through the game. Really quickly, I do want to apologize. Not everybody loves Arcade1Up. I'm saying the people that like Arcade1Up, we haven't turned against them because they're not bringing stuff out. So we've got Glenn and Molar Medic, and if you don't like Arcade1Up, some people have 100% reasons for Glenn, and then some people just don't like them. That's cool too, man. No one's saying you have to love them. If you don't like it, don't like it. No one gives a shit. But the ones that do like Arcade1Up, like the product and stuff like that, we still like it. We're still enjoying what we have, but in terms of buying new stuff, unfortunately, they're jammed up with the retailers. The retailers have, kind of blocked them out. They can't get anything new out to us.
Right.
I'm hopefully optimistic. That's where I'm at. And so, like the stuff that they haven't made, I try to make myself. But then it costs way more than $500 to make something from scratch. And so how they do this and the budget they do and offer to us, I don't know how, but I'm grateful for it.
Okay, that's fair.
Glenn is putting mysterious dates in here. I don't know what this means.
I don't know. Glenn, is it just a control panel or is there more pieces that are going to attach to that thing? That's what we need to know.
I will tell Glenn. I will tell you directly. I asked Glenn, I was like, is it an arcade? And he said, yes. And I was like, what is your definition of an arcade? Anyways, I don't know. Glenn hasn't told me, and I'd rather be surprised anyways. I don't like knowing. It's much more fun to just have wild speculation.
You showed it off on your show tonight.
What? Wow, we must have all missed that.
Tonight? Did he do a reveal? I thought you just showed off. I thought tonight's stream was about the Viper.
Out.
All details are out?
What?
Wow.
What?
Is he telling the truth, guys? I couldn't watch tonight. I was stuck with my kids.
Guys, is this true?
I didn't get a chance to watch either.
Is Glenn trolling the live chat?
Is he fucking with us?
I think he might be. I didn't watch tonight's episode because I thought it was just about the iArcade Viper thing, which I unfortunately don't have anymore. So you'll have to watch. I told you I had breaking news. What are you talking about?
You guys are screwing with me.
No, he's lying. I'm skipping through his show right here. Glenn, you better not be messing with me.
Trolling 17th.
There's nothing here, Glenn. What are you talking about? All I see are two guys in television sets talking to each other. He's screwing with you. See, you miss, you lose. What?
He's screwing with us.
trolling. Yeah,
Anyways, I'm just
gonna.
gonna, even if he did release it, I'm not. I will be very honest about you.
What do you mean?
I'll just
you
keep
guys,
going.
What do you mean? You guys seen it? Like, did he like accidentally have it in the background and he forgot to like put it away, or what are we talking about?
Play the show.
What's the timestamp?
Give us the timestamp. Somebody send me the timestamp
First 10
in
minutes.
a message.
Glenn, if you want me to send traffic your way, you got to give me a little more info here, buddy. I think he's trolling me. This is a troll. He's messing with me.
I was groomed by Michael B.
First 10 minutes? What?
I don't believe you. He showed it in action.
There's too many people I trust. Like Andy's not going to yank her chain. He's not right away.
7, 9.
Goofy. The entire live chat signed an NDA. Oh, good stuff.
Dude, it's just your iArcade control panel stuff. This is.
Oh no, he's talking about it here in the first 10 minutes. This is the 14th minute.
Okay, there it is. Well, where is it?
Mm.
He doesn't reveal anything.
Oh yes, there it is. Look.
What?
I'll show you. Hold on.
Breaking
No
news,
way.
right? Breaking news.
No way. You're going to get my live reaction to this, guys. What are we looking at?
Okay.
No, that's not it. He's joking. He took a 2005 Golden Tee, is that Golden Tee 4? And he photoshopped that on there. That's what. That's a Photoshop, Mike. That's not legit. That's Glenn messing around.
Well, that's the only thing I can find.
Yeah. All right, Glenn. Well played. Because we were talking about this, and we'll kind of circle back here. We were talking about this last night on Mike did a stream on his channel where he sent me messages and other guys and said, "Hey guys, you want to come just hang out on the internet?" We're like,
that's
"Is this
not
a
what I
show?"
did. I sent and I said, "Who wants to come on my show tonight?" And then Justin was like, "Is it just a hangout?" And I was like, "Sure."
Wait, go back. He says right after that.
Right after that.
Yeah, you keep skimming, Mike, while I tell people the story. And so we were talking, and we gave the same prediction that we gave based upon leaks and rumors that had happened
Glenn,
previously.
you are messing with me, man. There's no way this is it. You're saying it's a desk.
All right, it's a riser. It's a riser for your replicades. Like we talked about all this last night. All right, so Glenn is just messing with our show right now. All right, we're gonna ignore Glenn. Glenn, next week though, we are very eager to hear what it's gonna be. What exactly it's going to be. James hates everything, says he made that in Photoshop. Thanks so much, James.
So I will tell you, and a lot of the community, due to our disappointment in Arcade1Up's inability to release things, and I don't mean just Arcade1Up is stuck. I mean, they're a company that doesn't deal directly to the consumer. They deal directly to the retailer. So the only thing they can put out is what's retailer approved. New Wave Toys aren't hampered by that limitation because they deal directly to the consumer. Everything's direct to consumer. So there was some hope that they were going to do something of a competing product. That's what you guys were working on. But we see this image, and a lot of people, going back to even Stephen Haywood, really promoted this, kept saying New Wave Toys are coming out with 3/4 scale arcades, and then it was 5/6 scale. We heard all these rumors, full size arcades.
Cleveland.
Yeah, we've all been hoping that. So when we saw the image of the school desk, we were a little thrown off here.
Well, hold on, Mike. Let's keep in mind too that sometimes plans change.
Yeah,
you know what
big
I mean?
time.
Plans change. Back in the day, iArcade, Jong had in his little warehouse room, he had in his office, he had like a couple like prototype things.
Mm-hmm.
And if those had gotten leaked out, like, hey, iArcade is going to release this, and then they don't, plans change. It could be created as one product and morphs into another, right? And that's kind of like what we were talking about on your stream last night. Like maybe they wanted to do a big Golden Tee, if this is Golden Tee, but then they decided let's just do a mini Golden Tee console, just a control panel, plug and play HDMI type console. That's still what I'm thinking it is, and we could be 100% wrong.
We don't know. No one knows. Maybe Glenn knows. I don't even know if Glenn knows.
maybe they went from we want to make a Golden Tee arcade to hey, it's more cost effective and better just to make this traveling control panel and stuff like that. And we talked about this last night too. We mentioned that Glenn months ago said the control for whatever he's working on with New Wave Toys required him to manufacture a controller that he's never made before. And he's made plenty of trackballs, but he's never made a HAP style Golden Tee trackball, which is a little bit larger of a trackball. He's never made one before. So it kind of fit the theory as well. So that's all stuff we've been talking about for months. So my vote, and I want to hear from the new guys down at the bottom. My vote is I still think it's a Golden Tee plug and play control panel. What do you guys think it is? Do you think it's going to be more pieces attached to this and he's just trying to throw us off the trail?
I believe it's just like a desk or something that's kind of like grippy feet. And you put it on like your coffee table and it's on your TV, and then you don't hit your hand on things. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking some type of what a lot of people in the chat are talking about, some type of emulation, some type of something. We're not getting the full picture here. We're just getting an outline that doesn't really give us much of anything. So I'm hoping that there's a lot more to it than what we're just seeing, obviously.
I'm still hopeful that New Wave Toys are coming out with something to compete with Arcade1Up. Something to give us the arcades Arcade1Up would never be able to do. Yeah. But, I got to be realistic. That might be too ambitious for New Wave Toys. Maybe this is a better fit where it's something that's plug and play directly to your TV and an exact replica of an original arcade control panel, maybe a little bit smaller scale. I don't know. I'm going to be open-minded. We'll wait and see till next week. Stephen Haywood had me. Like, I really, really dug in, and I believe that they were making, like, full-size arcade. But it would have been tough.
But if he heard or saw something and plans changed later, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Haywood's a good guy. He's a good guy, Mike.
I'm not shitting on Haywood. Why'd you turn it into that?
Because you keep bringing him up. You keep saying Haywood said it. What I think Mike is doing, Mike is setting the stage to have a scapegoat. Who should we blame if it's not what we want? I know what you're doing, Mike.
Yeah, Haywood's gonna have a new show where he's just got a jacket on that says "Cry Me a River." A scapegoat.
Hold on, we got Detroit Love is here. Hey, what's up, man?
What up, YouTube? What's going on, gentlemen?
Good to see you, man. Are you in Canada at the moment?
Yeah, I'm next to a Tim Hortons, but they're closed, so I can't get my walnut crunch.
Is it now? A lot of people found it suspicious that you went to Canada and Restalgia is also not here. Is his body in the trunk of your car?
I thought I saw him pushing the buggy, one of those shopping carts on the side of the road. It looked very suspiciously like Restalgia, but I didn't stop to inquire.
Yeah, good stuff, man. You just wanted to call in and say hi real quick.
Yeah, because they only give you 2 gigs of data when you're over here, and then you get on 3G speed after that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm at the DQ.
When are you going to be home?
It says my ETA is 12:30 or so. Yeah. 12 o'clock, 12 a.m.
Mike of all trades says you have a barcode on your hat.
There you go. That's what I do. That way I can scan in.
Detroit Love going back to Detroit.
The quest.
So, I'm sure they're gonna pull me over. They always pull me over because they never know what the hell I am.
Yeah. So I just really quickly want to jump back in. Molar Medic, I agree with this too. Glenn's products are awesome. New Wave toys are awesome. I'm sure whatever it is, it's going to play fantastic. It's going to be an awesome option for most people to play Golden Tee, because that's what we think it is. But for me personally, I'm hoping for an actual replication arcade. I'm never not going to be a little bit disappointed if it's not that. But it doesn't mean it's not going to be really, really cool and something people should look at.
I just want to point out something. How many of you guys are familiar with New Wave Toys and the image that they always share on their Facebook group about, like, here's the silhouettes of all the future cabinets we're making?
Right.
You guys are familiar with that, right? Everyone in the live chat, you're familiar with that. They post that all the time. And as a Replicade, God, I fucking hate that keyboard.
You need to calm yourself down, man. You need to take some antidepressant.
As a Replicade gets released, they would color it in. It would no longer be a silhouette. Well, Mike will probably remember this. When we went out to dinner with Shiloh, do you remember Shiloh? When we went out to dinner with Shiloh at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, he confessed to us, he goes, did you guys ever notice that little blue silhouette image, which is exactly what this control panel is? He goes, it's never the same image twice. He's like, we change it all the time just to troll our fans, but they think it's real. And they're like, oh, it must be, they're making Mortal Kombat. Oh, they're doing track and field. But Shiloh confessed that it was all a ruse. Just to tease people, because it's never really the same picture twice. So what if this blue control panel? What if this is nothing that they're really?
Yeah,
it's nothing.
So I wanted to show this. New Wave Toys have been having some fun people guessing at what this thing is. All of your new product guesses
I can't see, Mike. Can you zoom in? Nobody can see that.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Mike, look at the fucking screen. Nobody can see that. You think anyone can see that?
Mother of God. Yes. People with eyes and glasses, prescriptions that
now
are the
they
right.
can see it. Now they can see it. All right,
so
what's up?
Here we go. All your new product guesses have been fantastic. New Wave Toys dog beds coming soon. Have a nice weekend. So they're having some fun with it too. They know people are trying to figure it out.
Well, expectations
it's a conversation starter. It's a conversation
Yeah.
starter. So make people guess, make people talk about the product. I think I have a package at the house. I ordered the little Slurpee cup of tokens and 2 of the little rugs. So I think those come today.
Okay.
Are you guys familiar with the rugs that you sit your cabinets on? The little
the ultraviolet reflective ones.
Yeah,
the
black light
the little mini
rugs or whatever. Yeah. So I figure I'll spruce up my little mini arcade I got going.
Yeah, so that'll be cool, man. I can't wait to see that stuff. Are you gonna make a video, Carl? Show us your pimped out little mini arcade.
You know what? It's summertime. It's highly unlikely.
Maybe a short, right?
Yeah, maybe a short. Yeah, maybe a short.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so now he's trolling us. Now he says there's only one part. There is more. Okay. So maybe there are more pieces to this thing.
I'm going to be patient and be optimistic.
Yeah. That's only one part. There is more. They're trolling us, man. They're trolling us.
I'm going to be patient and optimistic, and I have good feelings.
Yeah. What was it we were talking about last night on your stream, Mike? Oh, yeah. If they stick a monitor on top of it, it becomes a Commodore 64. So they're coming out with a Commodore 64. And you think it's a device for marriages.
You were the one who thinks that. You put that in the chat.
No, not me.
Yes.
P-Dubs wouldn't do that. No, P-Dubs wouldn't do that. No.
It's a device that allows your woman to get in a certain position that's comfortable for both of you.
Now, did anyone guess that it is a Tandy keyboard computer?
No.
No.
No one knows what it is. You guys never had one of those.
No.
I am throwing it out there. Glenn and Shiloh are both from a different time period. It is the first ever full-scale playable HDMI for your child Channel F. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. I want to hear from Multicade Matt. Matt, what do you think it is, buddy?
Oh yes, sir. I believe it's some sort of like device you put on your coffee table that has like sticky feet. Like it's just, I think people in the chat, even like if it's not Golden Tee, like if it has like basically a pinball, not really, sorry, pinball, sorry, like bowling or something that's higher graphics that we can't play on the what's in our arcades currently. Yeah.
All right. And what about you, Todd? What are you thinking?
You know, I think it's just going to be something that's going to be tabletop. I think they are pointing us that direction, but I don't think that. I'm hoping that there's just more to it. You know, I'm hoping that it's not just one game or one particular style of game. I'm hoping that they can bring us more with it. You know,
You want it to be like a multicade, like a Legends Gamer Plus?
something like that. Yeah, you know,
And that doesn't speak New Wave Toys to me.
It doesn't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, now that you say that, it doesn't. So maybe it just needs to be something focused on just one particular game.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it would be.
I will tell you that I love doing this because the rumor originally was New Wave Toys were doing a full size Golden Tee, and then Arcade1Up decided to do a Golden Tee XL at Costco. Costco was playing both sides. Yeah. So here's the funny thing now: if this is a control deck plug and play that goes to your TV, that's the same thing that the fucking ActionCade is. So Arcade1Up's doing that too.
Well, I can guarantee one thing: I'm definitely going to buy it. I mean, that's if you know anything about me, I'm going to end up buying it.
Yeah. So again, New Wave Toys does this where they have a row of like all of the replicades they've released and the ones to come, and it's a troll photo that they've done to troll their audience and just make them talk, generate hype. But so this whole thing,
can you read that chat there for us, please?
Whatever it is, it better not have any lag or there'll be hell to pay. There you go. That's for sure. We're so sick of lag. Actually, I was talking with Console Kits, and Console Kits actually came up with a funny idea. He goes, why hasn't anyone done a podcast show yet saying that 2024 is the year of lag for the home arcade community? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, AtGames says lag. Arcade1Up hasn't released anything. The lag with the Arcade1Up releases. And I forget what the third one was, but he's like,
iArcade, when's their next release? I haven't seen one of their weekly shows in like a year now. What the hell?
Yeah. So it was actually kind of funny. I forget all the little lag topics he came up with, but they were pretty funny. So yeah, it's the year of lag, baby. We're sick of lag.
All right, no more lag. We're an hour and 30 minutes in. We still got a lot more to talk about. So let's move it on.
What?
Come on.
Like what?
Okay, really quickly, quick hits here now. This week, Numskull put up pre-orders for 2 new arcades. Technically, 1 new arcade and 1 re-release. This week, you could do your pre-order for, I'm going to say it wrong, Quicks? How do you say it?
Oh.
Quicks?
I call it Quicks.
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 Yes,
Quicks. I call it Quicks.
Quicks. So
Interesting.
So you can order your Quicks this week, and they're re-releasing the Bubble Bobble cabinet. So if you missed out on Bubble Bobble, you can now reorder it again. We all found that very interesting that they were doing a re-release.
No, not really, because Ben over there, like when we interviewed him on this show, he mentioned that they're not opposed to doing
re-releases.
To doing re-releases, whereas New Wave Toys, it's kind of a one and done. Right. And Shiloh himself, when we interviewed Shiloh from New Wave Toys, he told us on our show he really doesn't want to do re-releases. Whereas Ben said they're willing to do it. Right. So there you go. So they're coming out Bubble Bobble. I wonder if they did anything with the emulation, because wasn't on the Numskull Bubble Bobble, wasn't there an issue where the eyes weren't blinking the way they should, like with the emulation? I would swear that was happening when that thing came out the first time around. I don't know if they fixed it. There was some kind of emulation tick that a lot of people... Do you guys remember in the live chat? So long ago. I can't even remember off the top of my head. We'll see how that is. What do you think about getting those games? Kicks and Bubble Bobble there, Carl. You like the quarter scale size arcades.
I like the quarter scale, but those are two, Bubble Bobble. Where'd that come out on? Arcade1Up? Who did the Bubble Bobble previously?
AtGames.
Well, AtGames, yeah. And I was like, that's not a game that's on my radar ever. You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah.
and the Quicks, that's not a game that I would be interested in. So that does nothing for me. I have no nostalgic connection to it. I'll have to take a look at Quicks again just to even refresh what the heck that game is all about. So right off the top is not a game that I can relate to. You know, it would be a new discovery for me.
I've always had a trouble associating Bubble Bobble with the arcade. I know it is originally an
Right.
arcade game, but there's certain games I think more of as console games, and Bubble Bobble is, in my mind, it's more of a console game. Always has been.
Like Aladdin.
Yeah, like Aladdin.
Yeah.
These are $2.99, I think, US, right, P-dubs?
Yeah, sorry, I had to mute my microphone. My dogs are barking like crazy because my son just walked in the door. Yeah, so I think these are about $2.99. So a little bit more expensive.
What's the
than
game that has the
first
suds, that has the little sink with all the little bugs in? What's that
That's
game called?
Bubbles. That's a
Bubbles.
magical journey.
Yeah, that's Bubbles.
Yeah, Bubbles. See, I would rather have a Bubbles quarter.
You like that game? You like Bubbles more than I like Bubble Bobble the
Bubble.
game. I don't,
It's fun. I agree. And
Which
it's
one's
fun.
the better
Yeah,
game?
Bubble. I mean, well, see, for me, I think Bubbles is the perfect game for this size because you're not going to play Bubbles for a super long time, right? You know, you go in there, you play for a little bit, get your little kicks, and then you go about your business. You know, so I would prefer to have a Bubbles, or even the beer. What's the one with the guy with the beer?
Oh,
Not the Budweiser,
Tapper.
but the
Mm.
Tapper. Yeah, I'd rather have a
Love
Tapper
Tapper.
or a Bubbles at the quarter arcade.
Yeah, I would be all in on a replica Tapper. Like that is such an iconic arcade. Like if you're talking about like these new wave toys and what we like to have displayed, because they're mainly display pieces. You want to call
Yes,
them
sir.
whatever you want to call them. But man, I would love to have a Tapper, replicated Tapper. That would be so cool looking.
Yeah, because like I said, they like you said, they're great showpieces, and that. But the idea that you can actually walk up to and play it. Again, you're not going to play it for an extended time, but that you can play it for however many minutes is just fantastic. And I think anybody that anyone has a bar at their house, you know, a bar top, should have one of these two guys' products, or even both, one of each, on their tabletop. Because I think anyone.
We lost
did
Carl.
We lose him? Did
Yeah,
we
we
lose
lost
him?
him. We lost him to Canada.
Oh, Carl, we lost you. Oh, poor guy.
All right, so yeah, they're up for pre-order. If anybody's interested, you can go pick them up. You know, the two new products. We've also got Elevator Action and what's the other one from that? Elevator Action and
Oh, wait, Mike, we misspoke on the price. It's $2.29 for Bubble Bobble.
$2.29 US. That's not that bad.
Yeah. Let me pull it up here for everybody. I gotta find the right thing. All right, guys. So they're on Just Geek early bird price. We misquoted the price, so our apologies. Don't want to upset anybody, but yeah, it's $2.29 for Bubble Bobble. $2.29 for is it Kicks? I always said Kicks.
Quicks.
$2.49 for Elevator Action. $2.49.
Oh, that Zookeeper is beautiful. I gotta get that. It's like $400 though.
Yeah, so these are
Canadian.
These are ones. So Numskull's going to be cranking out some mini arcades here very, very soon. Who's in? Who's in at this pricing? Let us know in the live chat. I had a Bubble Bobble, but I ended up selling it. And really, Quicks isn't really my game. I think out of these four here, the only one that I pre-ordered myself personally, guys, is Elevator Action, because that's one of my favorite games of all time. Mike, are you hoping to get Zookeeper?
It's 400 plus bucks, almost 500 Canadian. So like I'm having some hesitation about pulling the trigger on it. If the shipping and everything wasn't so high and the exchange, I mean, it'd be a lot easier. So
yeah,
but I live in Canada and it's terrible.
What about you, Multicade Matt? Are you picking up any of these four? Which one are you going to get?
Actually, none of them. So the only small version I have currently is the one that came from you, the Food Fight cap.
Oh yeah, you won a food fight that I had a giveaway for.
Yes, sir.
And do you like it? The one from
Yes,
New
sir.
Wave Toys?
Yeah, I think it's a work of art.
That's
Yeah.
two shots right there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
two. I heard two sirs there. What about you, Todd?
You know, I haven't gotten into the quarter size yet, but these are really they are very interesting to me. So I may have to take a closer look and see. I'm a sucker for these things, so I probably will end up pre-ordering one of these. I'm more interested in the Bubble Bobble than the others, but
Yeah.
I may end up getting more.
Good stuff. All right, Mike. So that's what's going on with Numskull there. So get your pre-orders in. I put link in the live chat if you're interested in picking one of these bad boys up over at Just Geek.
Food Fight was beautiful. I really,
Oh yeah.
I got to make up
still
my
have-
mind on the Zookeeper cab, but it's so much here, right? It's just one of the shitty things about where I live. But moving on, we got to talk about commercial pinball for a little bit. And big announcement today. Pendretti, we heard, had got the remake license for doing Bally Williams remakes after, Chicago Gaming so backed up. So Pendretti, their first game has been announced, and they are doing Funhouse. So you can buy Funhouse coming up very soon from Pendretti Games.
The reason why I like this is I'm a big fan of 90s pinball. So 90s pinball games was like, those were the games we went and played when we were teenagers and going to the arcades and bowling alleys. They would have some of these pinball games in there. And Mike, do you want to pull up the article from Nap Arcade?
I don't have the article from Nap. I don't pay attention to Nap anymore because they were mean to be. Or at least Canada was, so I don't know.
Nap wasn't mean to be.
Everybody who's mean to be is going to pay for it.
It was that unicorn fart Canada was mean to be. Let's see. Here.
Hold on, I'm getting it up.
I just want to get a picture of the actual machine so people can remember what I'm talking about here.
And I'll make it
$70.
bigger for you, P-Dubs. Hold on.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so yeah, right there. That's what I want to see right there. So 90s pinball, this is what a 90s, I mean, this one came out in 1990, but this was your 1990s pinball machines, right? You had a big, beautiful translite, you had a DMD, obviously the DMDs were smaller than what you see here, and then you had your pinball machine with tons of toys and plastics and accessories and models and plastic ramps. That was 90s themed pinball. And that's why, for instance, when I picked up my, don't take that away, Mike, when I did my buy stuff back box, which you guys can't see it, but you know how people get the more larger DMD for like pup packs and stuff, right? Multicade Matt, you know what I'm talking about?
Correct.
I went with the thinner one that is, the smaller one, if I don't have it turned on right now, because it makes me feel like I'm playing 90s pinball with that size DMD. So I think it's pretty cool that these are coming back, but I mean, it's just a lot of money for these games. Can you imagine if they came out and they were like, I don't know, $4,500 or something?
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like, it'd be so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, this was a big time selling pinball machine back then. It sold well over 10,000 units back during the heyday. But
Oh, that's cool too.
But are people really gonna? I mean, this is one that you can still find secondhand off Marketplace.
Yeah, but
Inside.
all these remakes have done well. The
Yeah.
Chicago Gaming ones, Medieval Madness, Monster Bash, Attack from Mars, Cactus Canyon. There's a market for them because even though people can find them relatively easy secondhand, a lot of people don't want to buy 30 and 40-year-old machines. They want something new that they feel is a little bit more reliable up front if they're going to buy something, especially if the price is comparable. I mean, like if you buy an Attack from Mars, it's the same price if you're going to buy a brand new remake or you're going to buy a used one. Which one are you going to get?
Well, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I mean, newer would have less issues, and it has although they are using the DMD, they're using a like this will be a color DMD, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it'll be cooler looking than the original DMD, but it's still not the original. It's a remake, right? I mean, I'm not going to buy this one. I think it's really cool that they're doing this. What about you, Todd and Matt? What do you guys think about these Bally Williams licenses that Pendretti's able to remake into new machines, because they've done a couple of these already. Mike, which one came out already? Or is this the first one?
This will be the first from Pendretti, because previously it was with Chicago Gaming. Chicago Gaming,
Yeah, that was it.
So they've done Monster Bash, they've done Medieval Madness, they've done
That's
Attack
it.
from Mars, and Cactus Canyon. But they're so backed up right now, trying to get Cactus Canyon out still from a couple of years ago. They're still trying to get Pulp Fiction out, which is massively delayed. So they opened it up and let Pendretti do a couple of these. So this is good stuff. Again, this stuff is, this is, unless you're really wealthy or dedicated, you're not going to get like a bunch of real pinball machines. The cool thing about this is hopefully this makes Funhouse more available to regular arcades that have pinball. More pinball places pick up copies of Funhouse so we can go play them. Same as everybody went and picked up Cactus Canyon Remake. So easy to go to an arcade and play Cactus Canyon now. It wasn't so much before.
Oh man, Mike, do you remember when we went to Cleveland and
you almost got one? Yeah.
They were going to sell me a Cactus Canyon. Was it a CE for like 6,000 they wanted?
Yeah.
At the show.
Yep. Yeah, the last day of Cleveland, like they were like massively discounted. Like we don't want to ship it, you buy it like almost half price.
Yeah, they offered it to me. I think it was like 6,000. And let me tell you something. When I played Cactus Canyon at Cleveland Gaming, it was the first time I'd ever played it. I freaking fell in love with it. It was it's such a good pinball game. So yeah. Sorry, Todd, you were saying? I cut you off, my friend.
No, what did they say the final retail was going to be on these? Did they say an exact or?
I haven't researched it enough right now what the final retail would be.
No, I mean I'm excited to see that licenses like this are still being used and they're doing it. Like Michael B was saying, arcades picking these up in remakes so that we can see these out in arcades is great.
Yeah, 2 trims for the classic version is 7,500. Limited edition is going to be 10,000.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do the limited edition, but if money wasn't an issue, I'd probably go with the classic.
Money's always an issue in this economy.
Yeah, this economy.
Yeah, but they want. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so sorry, Mike, I'm getting really tired here. We've been going for an hour 45 minutes.
I know, that's why I've been trying to move this along. So also, John Wick came out this week. Lots of people covered it. So anyways, a little bit of controversy because not enough guns, apparently. Like I said last night, joking around.
I don't want to talk about John Wick. I'll get very mad.
Really quickly.
I'll get so mad.
Because someone called B a wackadoo?
Because someone called B a wackadoo. I'm going to get so triggered.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm excited. We'll be able to play John Wick when we go. You guys going to Chicago for Pinball Expo around that time?
We will be there.
Awesome possum. I'm booking my trip. I'm going to Calgary next week. As soon as I get back, I'm going to book my trip. So I'm going to be going. I just got to find out the dates because I think we want to go a little bit early so we can spend some time in Galloping Ghost and like actually enjoy Galloping Ghost before, because once Pinball Expo starts, like B's like, we can do all the factory tours and I don't want to do factory tours. This is the box factory.
We were thinking about contacting B and see what his agenda looks like, so we could kind of plan what the AA guys.
Watch out for B. B gets all kinds of crazy ideas. Like, hey guys, instead of doing that, we can go to a panic room and then we'll film it and be like, hey, we're on YouTube. YouTubers in a panic room, and then Shiloh will be there for no reason and be like, does he always got that fucking camera on?
Well, the last time we took a group trip, we did some real world stuff like playing basketball together, and I thought the viewers enjoyed it. So we don't. It doesn't have to just be us at the convention. We can we can do some stuff hanging out. I'm actually going to support B on this because B is not a wackadoo.
I'll tell you right now, if you take me to a panic room, I'm going to take a shit on the floor and watch all of you guys suffer.
We're sorry he panicked. We're sorry he panicked.
Not putting up with the panic room. It's so stupid.
Well, the panic room, I'm not really interested in, but there's other stuff we can do. So.
So yeah, and then to finish the chat off, I think we got through everything. The only thing I wanted to talk about was Nintendo this week, and this is console chatter. There's no embargo on the music for console chatter, so can you play the graphic?
Come on.
So, yeah, Nintendo, all the Switch 2 YouTubers have been going on for years. The president actually came out and was like, yeah, Switch 2 coming out, third or fourth quarter this year. You're going to get news on what the next handheld or console from Nintendo is going to be. They pretty much said it's just going to be very similar to the Switch, just like an upgraded model. So now we know. Now we can watch 8 million RGT85 videos and all the other Switch YouTubers making content on this stuff.
Yes, but yeah, RGT's not a Nintendo. Like he always says, like I'm
Not a Nintendo YouTuber.
Right, yeah.
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 So-
Yeah. It's funny how whenever Nintendo releases a tidbit of information, there's
People go nuts. Yeah.
they go nuts. It's
But
crazy.
now, speaking of tidbit of information that is exciting, y'all see that Nintendo World Championship NES edition? How exciting is that? I went and pre-ordered mine today. I got the deluxe edition coming. I'm finally going to have a gold cart, baby.
Oh
Nice.
man.
Yeah.
Are you guys interested in that?
Yes.
Yeah. I got to do some more research because I saw it in passing, but I didn't get to see the whole thing, and I need to do some more.
So Detroit Loves Back, guys. He sent me a picture, and I was laughing. His phone overheated while he was talking to Super Game Room dudes. The conversation was so hot.
So hot.
Hot
Hot
That
takes.
It was so hot. The conversation we were having with Detroit Love was here. His phone overheated, and it was pretty funny. I'm totally not a Nintendo YouTuber when all they do is talk about Nintendo.
So yeah, this Nintendo World Championship thing is pretty cool. So it's going to be like a lot like NES Remix was, where it's just going to be a bunch of like mini games coming out of the games and mini
Awesome.
challenges. It's just like for me, I'm a big nostalgia guy. So like why do I like Arcade1Up? Why not just play the shit on a multicade? Because I want that nostalgia. I want to feel like a kid again. Why did I go buy Nike Air Force One sneakers this week? Because I'm going through some kind of midlife crisis. I don't know. I just want to feel young. I want to enjoy like the past. It makes me happy. So don't shit on my happiness. So anyways, I got the gold cart coming. Is this the most exciting game? No, I'm more excited about like Paper Mario, 10,000 Year Door, and I'm more excited for Luigi's Mansion 2 remake. But I pre-ordered all three because I just gotta have this thing. It looks like it's gonna be stupid fun, and it might be fun to challenge. So we'll see.
That'd be a good video to make, Mike. If only you ever covered Nintendo on your channel.
I did. I made a video about it yesterday.
Oh, okay. So I don't know about you guys, but Detroit Love's cell phone is getting warm, and he got kicked off the internet because his cell phone, the conversation was too hot here on the Super Game Room, dudes. I want to give a big shout out here to the friends of the channel, Multicade Matt and Todd from Nerd Lounge Master. Where can people find you? Arcade. It's like it's anonymous. Where can they find you?
Yeah.
Arcade's Anonymous every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check us out. We usually have a lot of fun. We try to talk about multiple things, but it's a good time. Good time to hang out with my bros. So
And
Good.
awkward pause.
and awkward pause.
And awkward pauses. Their show is filled with awkward pauses.
We
It's
are.
hilarious. It's hilarious. Multicade Matt, you said, sir, according to the counter, 15 times. So there is potentially some really inebriated Super Game Room dudes fans. Make sure you get a designated driver.
You're welcome.
If you're gonna be traveling this evening, get a designated driver, please, or take it.
Call the cabs.
Awesome.
Call the cabs,
Exactly.
people.
If there was an over under, I think I did okay.
But if it wasn't for us making it a drinking game, he would have said it 39 more
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Correct.
And for you people that do the Discord thing, I'm just kind of wetting my feet. I find Discord frustrating. I don't really understand it. I can't get it to do what I want to do.
I have an
kinda
idea.
like the girls. But if you guys want to check out more of Arcades Anonymous, go check them out on Discord. Pretty happening Discord. P-Dubs has a pretty happening Discord.
Yeah.
If you want to go to a Discord where it's just someone talking to himself, you can go to my Discord.
Yeah. Like, let me tell you, like, Mike, if you're having trouble setting up your Discord, what you can do is you could go to my Discord and copy paste everything that I put on my Discord and put it on your
he's so
Discord.
sensitive. I did do that for your rules. I took your rules.
He did.
And I just copied and pasted them.
He did. And I spent a long time figuring out, like, what are the proper rules for this Discord? And then all of a sudden, I notice Mike updates the rules on his Discord. And it's word for word my Discord.
Well, I changed some words.
Yeah, like,
but I did copy and paste it. It was just so easy.
Yeah, it was
why
funny.
would I go through all the trouble of doing my own rules? That's stupid.
Yeah.
I can just steal.
I'm just gonna copy. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Thanks so much for coming on, boys.
Do we want to invite Cornercade on really quick?
Dude, we're at 2 hours, bro.
I know. We'll just get him on. Come on to say goodbye to everybody.
No, because dude, we brought him on. We brought him on last night, and we hung up on him. It was kind of mean, but funny at the same time. The way we ended the show, it was hilarious. We can't keep hazing him. We gotta let the kid blossom. Let the kid blossom up. All right, do us a favor, guys. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you for subscribing. And as Carl always says, we will see you where, Mike?
You will see me on Pornhub.
On the web.
On the web.